So I had earlier tested this model, the Qwen 2.5 Max model, and we actually focused more on video generation and we tested image generation. I was not exactly happy with the coding capabilities in the previous video, and that had to do with this feature, the artifacts. The artifacts was buggy, and so the whole experience of coding didn't come out as well as I would have expected. But the fact is that this is actually a very, very strong model. I've tried coding with this, and every single time this has done very, very well. So I'm going to actually use the prompts that I used for the Google AI Studio, the new 2.0 Pro experimental version. I'm going to use the same prompts here in Qwen 2.5 Max and see the result if it gets similar or better results here. So I'm going to use the same prompt here. This is the prompt we'll use. Use HTML, build a card flip animation that shows different content on each side. Use Zodiac sign icons on the card with daily horoscope appearing when flipped. The flip should trigger on click and work smoothly on all browsers. Add a plus on the side that add more cards with different zodiac signs. The cards can also be removed. The addition and removal of the cards should have beautiful dynamic animations, make all the design funky, over the top, and colorful with vibrant background. Okay, I'm just going to copy the prompt from here and I'm just going to give it to Qwen 2.5 Max. Let's see the result. Let it code. Yeah, it has started coding now. So what I've given here is use HTML. So now it is actually giving us code in 3 different files. So there is an HTML file, there is a CSS file, and there will be a JS file. But as of now, I don't want the code like this. I want it in a single file. So like I said, the JavaScript file will also come. So these are in 3 different files now. I want it in a single file. So I'm just going to say, give me a single file. Okay, so it has started coding and it's going to give a single file. Since the last video I covered on Qwen 2.5 Max, in which I had covered more on video generation, right now video generation is not available. So if you just go and try and click on it, it will show a coming soon sign. So I think a little too many people went ahead and started using that because the video generation was free, and I guess a lot of people started using it. So now it's not available. Okay, so let's copy this code. Go to codeviewit.com. I'm going to paste it here and preview. Okay, let's go to full screen. So the background is really vibrant and it's looking good. There is a nice plus button with a nice animation there. Let's click on that. It will add a card. Let's add one more time. Okay, so it's adding new cards. So if I keep adding, it will go to the next step. That's good. Okay, so let's see the card flip animation. So if I just hover over these cards, this delete button appears. So if I move out of it, that button is not there. That's actually good. Okay. All right. So if I click on this, it flips. Click, flip, click, flip. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. Done really well, I think. So Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius. So there are 2 Aquarius, Sagittarius. There's 3 of them. Okay. So it's not perfect, but I think to start, this is actually a really good start. And to start with, this is a better output than the experimental 2.0 Pro Gemini model from Google. So I'm just going to go and copy that code and let's compare. Okay, let's copy that code. I'll go here, I'll open a new tab and I'm going to paste it. This code is from Gemini 2.0. Okay, Gemini 2.0 Pro, and this is what it is. So it does well. So we have the plus buttons. Okay, it's more clean, I think, but the delete button is always there, you know, so when it's flipping also, that delete button is there. There are overlaps and stuff like that. Both did a good job for just a single prompt. And I think this is better, and that came off Qwen 2.5 Max. So let's start a new chat. And I'm going to give this prompt. Use HTML, create a modern and simple task management app. It should have 2 main parts, a table for tasks and a list of priorities. For the task table, users should be able to add or delete rows, and each cell in the table should be editable so they can update task details like name, due date, or priority. Also, when you click on the column headers, the table should sort the data like task name or due date. Keep it clean and flat, no card designs. So this is something no model has really cared about. Every time I give this, it doesn't consider it, but let's see. And use a nice color, like I'll specify the color for the buttons and the highlights. On the side, there should be a priority list where users can drag and drop items to reorder them. The item should have a visual cue on the right side, which indicates the user to click there to drag and rearrange the item. They should also be able to add new items, remove ones they don't need, and edit the text in the list. When dragging items, show evident visual feedback so it's clear where the item will go, and nice scaling animations. The design should look modern and slick with a flat style, nothing too fancy, no card designs, just clean professional. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that, go to Qwen, and I'm actually going to paste it there and run it. Great, let it code. So the issue that I had the previous time was because of the artifact. I'm not bothered about the artifacts this time around. I have been playing around with Qwen 2.5 Max quite a lot. And my impression is that it is a very good model for coding. Okay, so that's completed the code. So I'm going to copy from here. I'll go to codeviewit.com and I will delete this and paste it here. Preview. Okay, it looks very similar to what we had from Google. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's add a task. Can I edit it? This task. Okay. The date. Okay, we have a calendar here, which is better than we didn't have that in Google. There's this option to delete. Okay, add task, add task. Okay, delete task. It's all working. We can change this to high. Okay. It has to be manually edited. So let's add a priority. Okay, we can edit this one. Let's say tomato. I don't know why, but let it be. Okay, I'm going to add another one. Check. Okay, add another one. Okay, I am going to move tomato all the way down. Okay, and it did. Move new priority to the top. And it did. Straight away, you can see that Qwen 2.5 Max has given better code from a single prompt compared to Gemini 2.0 Pro experimental model. Now that is experimental. I think it will get better. But as of now, Qwen 2.5 Max is doing a better job. So for context, let's actually check out the output from Google Gemini 2.0 Pro. Copy this code from here. And this is after 2 follow-up prompts. There was an issue and it was not able to solve it. Okay, I'm going to come here. I will delete that and paste the code here. Okay, so this is what it looks very similar, to be frank. So add task, we can edit it. That works. Qwen 2.5 had a calendar here. We have to manually change this. This is manual in both. The delete option also works. So that way it's very similar, but the problem actually happened here. So this looks beautiful. I can move it around, like, you get the visual cue to where I'm moving it. But look at this. I'm not able to move this anywhere. It maintains its position. And this was the first output that we got from the first prompt. And even after giving 2 follow-up prompts to specifically make adjustments to this, it didn't do it. And the output from Qwen 2.5 is, this might look a little bit better. I don't know. Just this one, it probably might look better, but frankly speaking, it is actually doing the job better with this one. So if you had any doubts about Qwen 2.5 Max's ability to code, just push it away. This is a great model for coding as well. It's great for image generation. It is great for video generation. It is actually really good for code generation as well. Just don't use its artifact feature. Just copy the code from here, go to codeviewit.com and then just paste your code here and you can easily visualize the code. In the last video I did about Qwen 2.5, I used artifact. It was buggy. So don't use the artifact for now. Just you go to codeviewit.com and visualize the code from there. So that's it for this video. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.